here at the hotel. Long journey. If I would have known it was this long, I wouldn't be only going from Thursday to Monday. 3 flights, 2 layovers, just a really long journey. So we took naps, took a shower. I feel so much better. Still a little tired, but I have like, you know, the adrenaline of a new place going. So we're gonna go, I think, get a cup of coffee at some cute place I found. We're staying at the Imperial something. It's part of the Marriott hotel chain. But anyway, we're staying here and I got it on points. I'll tell you more about that in a little bit. I'm too tired right now to talk about hotel points. Anyway, I'll show you what I'm wearing. It's nothing special right now. I got these jeans. These are my jeans from Kohl's and a Varley sweatshirt. And we're just kind of gonna go walk for this. The Christmas market is like 20 minutes away. We're gonna walk there. And then we are gonna come back here. I'm gonna change to get a little bit nicer. We're gonna go to a piano bar and then we're gonna go to dinner. It's really cold outside. I think it's like 40 and I don't know how the wind is right now. So I'm gonna wear my puffer jacket. Yeah.
Please take it. This one, let's take it, and that one's take it. I'm sorry. There's some empty chairs right over there.
What are you drinking?
Local pills. To the coolest Christmas market. I did not realize that Vienna is known for their Christmas markets, but apparently they are, and I'm so glad we went because it was so cute. And if you've ever been to the Christmas market in Union Square or in Columbus Circle in New York City, it's kind of like that, but now these Christmas markets make those look like nothing. This was an amazing Christmas market. Now we are going to go downstairs, have a little cocktail in the beautiful lounge they have, and then go to dinner. And I actually feel kind of awake. I've had a total of 4 hours of sleep, and we took a nap when we got back. That's including that nap. And then I also, on my Trainwell app, I did this 15 minutes of just stretches, which felt so good. I normally don't do stuff like that. I don't know why, but I just feel like all of that made me feel so much better. And a shower. I also feel better because I had a shower. Anyway, this is what I'm wearing. I love this top from Fabrique. I'm obsessed with this color. It's just such a beautiful green. I feel like it's hard to get this pretty of a green. So it's a really lightweight top. And then I have my favorite studded belt. I have some wide leg jeans. These are by Mother. And then I have my, these are the Sarto boots. And then I have these Majuri dome earrings. They look like they'd be heavy, but they're actually really lightweight, which is why I like them so much. And then I also have this wool coat, which is so cute. I am obsessed with this coat. It can be worn a couple different ways, but it has like I like this funnel neck option because it is actually very cold here. So if you're wondering why I'm in Vienna in the first place, and also for such a short amount of time, my best friend from college and I, we went to see Jamiroquai in Madrid several years ago, a time in my life when I was doing really terribly, and he flew me over to Madrid with his, because he does a lot of travel, so he has a lot of points and stuff. We went and saw Jamiroquai in Madrid. We love Jamiroquai. If you go look him up, you will remember his songs. He's from that movie Center Stage. They used a lot of his songs. So we saw he was on tour again in Europe this year. We're like, let's go. Let's bring the significant others this time. And so here we are. So Vienna, just this weekend worked the best, and it happened to be in Vienna. I had no idea it was going to be such a journey to get here. I thought it would be like go to Atlanta to Vienna. Yeah. Anyway, we're here. So we just had a delicious lunch. I forgot to take he knows nobody over there. He doesn't know anybody in Vienna. We had a delicious lunch. I had the boiled beef and some sauerkraut potato bacon concoction. They're very meat heavy here, which I'm okay with, it's fine. It was so good. And now we're gonna try to find coffee because I don't know if they have to-go coffee here. We're gonna try that. Oh wait, no, I see somebody. That's from McDonald's.
That's McDonald's.
Okay, we're not going to McDonald's. I refuse. Anyway, and we slept till 11:30. Well, we did wake up earlier this morning, but we went to bed at about 2 because we were just having a good time. And then we went to bed at like 2, woke up at 7:30, decided we would kind of maybe try to go back to sleep, and slept till 11:30. Our friend called and woke us up. Ron, are you enjoying Vienna? Yes, he is. He's having the best time. And we went to dinner last night, this really cute place my friend found, and we were there for like 3 hours. Not because, I mean, we were having a good time and everything, but I guess I forgot, you know, when you're in the United States, everything is very like, it's not like that here. Everybody's taking their time. It was fine though. We were like having a really good time, but I was just glad that we didn't have anywhere to be. We would have had to allow for more time at dinner. So that was interesting. All right, I'm trying to find this coffee shop. So our hotel, in the elevator. So our hotel is, it's terrible lighting. The Imperial, called the Imperial, and it's part of the Marriott chain. It's a 5-star hotel. So apparently the Queen stayed here, the Queen of England, 1967 or something. You're in my video.
Where?
You're right in my video. I forgot to take a picture of our hotel room before we put all our stuff in here. I'll show it to you. It's really pretty, and it's just very opulent. It's really pretty. It's very Viennese too. We could have stayed at one that was more like modern, but I really like this. It's just really interesting, and I just love all the, it's like over the top decor. And right now there's a harpist playing downstairs. I'm gonna go down there and listen to her for a little while I wait for my husband, and then we're going on a spy tour. If you're ever in Vienna, last night we wanted to do a piano bar, and we found a piano bar called the Eden Bar, I think, and I'm so mad at myself. I didn't like research this better, but I just didn't know. But we went there and they're like, no, you have to make a reservation, and the reservations are like a month out. But it was the coolest looking piano bar, and this is like where this is like the home of Mozart, Strauss. And I have high respect for these composers, especially because I play the piano. And I'm just really upset that we were not able to get into that piano bar. So if you're ever in Vienna, go to the piano bar for me, please. What did you think the spy tour was going to be?
Well, then I was going to be right up there.
Like just spying on people?
Yes. Come on.
No, we have a guide. We're going to be late. We're going to a spy tour. I found on Airbnb. Okay, we had a great spy tour. That was really fun and interesting. And it gets dark really early here, so it feels a lot later than it is. It's like 5 o'clock and it's pitch black outside. In any case, we have a concert tonight, the Jamiroquai concert. We tried to find this piano bar last night. Like I said, I'm really upset about it. I just feel like I want to go to a piano bar, so I found another one. Okay, we're going to try to go to there. We might be met with the same fate, but anyway, I have a backup plan. It's not a piano bar, so we're going to try to go to the piano bar. Hopefully we have time for that, and then we're going to head to the concert. So here we go. We just had a delicious breakfast. Well, it's not really breakfast. We had breakfast, but it's lunchtime because we slept till 11 o'clock. But technically, we're kind of still on Eastern time, and we went to bed at 3 a.m. But Ron did not like his breakfast because it was way too fancy for him. He just wanted eggs and bacon and I don't know,
Waffle
some
House.
like day-old toast or something. And this was like fancy and it had greens. It was really good. Mine was delicious, but I have fancy taste. What can we say? So let's see. How was last night? What did we do last night?
Don't remember.
Yes, you do. You had so much fun.
The piano bar was great.
Okay, listen. He can't story tell. Let me tell you. Let's see. Last night I was really upset that was not able to go to that piano bar the other night. So I looked for another piano bar, found one, so cute. But we came there before the Jamiroquai concert. Pianist wasn't going to start yet, but we met this German guy who is his wife's cousin, somebody who owns the place or whatever. Such a cute little place. Then we go, we hung out there, hung out with him for a while. Then we go to the Jamiroquai concert. It was so much fun. It was like such a good time. And then afterwards, we got in a taxi, who it was kind of a crazy getting out of there. We got into a taxi.
Got hustled.
We got hustled. We got hustled by a Turkish dude. But the thing is, we knew we were being hustled. He was like, I can take you to a disco, but there's a cover. You have to, what did he say? Why did we pay him cash?
$50 cover.
Oh yeah, he said something that was like a $50
But he
cover.
knows people.
Yeah, but he knows people.
He didn't know anybody. The guy at the door looked at him as confused as I was. He was like, I don't know this guy.
We were like, sure, take us to the disco for a fee. We go to the disco. There was no cover. I mean, we went in there and we were just, my friend called it ratchet. It was just where we would have gone probably when we were 20 years ago. Anyway, it was really funny. We hung out there, listened to lots of American music that we all know. And Ron's really tired. So it was a very sweaty place. Like we kind of just stood towards the front at the bar because it was just like sweaty and gross in there. Actually just kind of hung out there, danced a little bit. Then I decided to go back to the piano bar. But before we'd go to back to the piano bar, we had to stop and get street meat sausage because Ron, listen, he doesn't like fancy greens and pine nuts and stuff, but he loves him some sausage. Loves him a good hot dog, okay?
And the guy spotted me for short cash.
Yes. So the guy only took cash. We were a little bit short. Anyway, we had some sausage. Then went back to the piano bar. Had an amazing time. The pianist was there. We got front row seating. It's just like a super small place. Our friend was still there. Loved it. It was just so good. Like such a good night. And then after that, at that point it's like 2 a.m. We went and had more sausage and more food. And then we went home and went to bed, and at that point it was like 3 a.m. So we did sleep a lot. Okay, so now we are on our way to get something. Ron doesn't know where we're going. He's just following my lead. We're gonna go get
Where are we going?
we're gonna go get the most expensive coffee in Europe. We'll see how that works out.
There were 6 kids that were born in the Strauss family and 4 died because they just had no nutrition. They were starved to death. That's really sad. So not only does his 4 siblings die because they can't make it to the first year of life because they're starving, his dad drowns and his mom dies when they're usually a young child. I'm never going to complain ever again.
having a Aperol Spritz in a museum, but they offered it to me, so I accepted. This has been such a fun museum. I've been here for an hour. It's not even that big. Just played the piano. They have 2 grand pianos. I never get to play the piano anymore, so I played the piano, which it's like an interactive museum. There's not many people here, and I'm just like walking around. They have like, I don't know, just a fun way to spend a Sunday when we didn't sleep that much last night. I think Ron's downstairs, just like sitting in a chair, like, but this is perfect. This is great, because, you know, he's not a big museum person, and I'm just getting to wander like by myself and just kind of hang out. This is fun. Okay, so I was off shopping, just having a good old time, playing my piano, doing my things. Ron is down here in this, what do they call it, a flea market thing? And there's a place where they make gin.
Wait, does that look like a flea market?
Yeah, it's not a flea market. It's like, there was a ring in there for 3,000 euro. It was very pretty. But anyway, they had a gin where they distill it in Italy, in Sicily, in the seawater or something. But anyway, Ron is just telling me that while I was out shopping and everything, the guy coerced him into having, 3 shots of vodka?
Well, no, the guy was selling different types of distilleries. We had vodka, gin, liqueur, tequila, Goldschlager. And so I just went over there because I really liked the bottles. And I was like, oh, this is a nice vodka. So I was like, hey, can I, I just look at the bottle, and so the guy, he's like, oh, do you want to try it? I'm like, I really don't want to take a shot at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Well, it's 5 o'clock now, but, I mean, it is 5 o'clock, but yeah.
Anyway, took a shot, tasted kind of salty, you taste the seawater, and then he proceeded to go, well, you should try the gin if you like the vodka. I was like, well, alright. So he just kept pouring, took that one, and I was like, oh, that was actually pretty good, which I shouldn't have said, because then it led him into like, hey, then you will really like this Goldschlager. Oh. It has this salty, but the stuff, I'm like,
was it good?
It was tasty. Like at that point, I was just like, how do I get out of here?
I mean, at this point, you're drunk.
I was, at that point, 5 shots deep.
And then how many bottles of gin did you buy?
1.
I think you bought 3.
Well, I bought 2 bottles of vodka.
Okay, sorry. He bought 2 bottles of vodka and 1 bottle of gin. So whatever that guy's doing in there is working. For my husband, at least. And now he's got this. It's a fun museum. We're still here. House of Strauss.
Oh, you showed me
Definitely recommend.
Oh,
yeah. Okay, I want to show you something. You just have to keep watching. It's going to seem boring, but just keep watching, okay? It's a little bit freaky. It's kind of cool, though.
Okay, I just got ready in 15 minutes. My husband's still down at the piano bar. So I guess I wasn't thinking, but I just brought, I didn't really bring a lot of makeup because I was like, oh, I'll just be like walking around, whatever. I don't really need a lot. But then tonight, I mean, I wish I would have brought a little more, but I did luckily have a red lip, but I get Botox in this part of my mouth because my lips are uneven, but I was told that I actually, somehow I kind of lift this one unintentionally. So we get Botox to lift this one up a little bit, but anyway, it's all good. It's just things that I'll notice and
Only someone if they're staring at me for a long time would notice. All good. I'm excited. I've never been to an opera. Have I been to an opera? I don't think I've been to an opera. So I'm actually really excited about this.
That's the best part of the trip right now.
Okay. We did the opera. We're glad we did. I don't think we're opera people. We're just, I mean, we like classical music and we like orchestra.
Well, my nose started bleeding. And I have blood on my shirt. So that tells you how bad.
Yeah, you're kind of crammed in there. But it's a really beautiful place, gorgeous place. I'm glad that we did it. But like, I just don't think we're opera people.
Eating a hot dog while you take a bit of that.
What are you gonna do with it then?
Well, I'm gonna do it in my piece.
You don't want me to videotape you?
No, I'm not doing it.
Is it good?
I like Austria.
We are on our way home. I'm very sad. I always get sad when I leave a fun vacation. I'm also, you know, of course at the same time excited to see my children, but I love vacation. Ron, on the other hand, is very excited to not go on vacation anymore. He had fun though. He had a good time, but he's ready to go home because he's not the travel one in our pair. Highly recommend coming here. I had so much fun. I was pleasantly surprised at just how much I enjoyed Vienna. Really, really loved it. We could definitely stay up 2 more days and have plenty to do. I feel like we got hustled a lot, but it's okay. You know, we actively knew we were being hustled many times. It's all good. Ron got hustled into drinking a lot of alcohol at a Strauss museum.
Yeah. Usually would be, I don't know, but I wasn't ready for it. I got hit and it was 5 shots. Back to back.
Yeah. Well,
Yep. That was a mistake.
I mean, it was like in a nice little, you wouldn't really think it was, it didn't feel a very like drinking shot kind of place. So it's probably unsuspecting. And then you're all of a sudden like, oh my gosh, I just drank a bunch of alcohol.
No, it was deceiving because I mean, like, I'm over there getting blackout drunk and you can buy these nice scarves right next to you. It's like, it didn't add up.
How we ended up staying at the Imperial is part of the Marriott chain. And what I've been doing is I have the Capital One Venture card, and I signed up a while back when they had a really big bonus, points bonus. And then at one point Marriott had Capital One had a transfer bonus. If you transferred your points over to Marriott, you got like a 40 or 50% bonus of those points. So I was able to do that, get a lot more points, and that's how I was able to pay for my hotel with points. But I only recommend doing this if you can pay off your credit card every month. You don't want to like keep a balance. Like, this is just, you literally use these credit cards to like get points, not to like go into debt or anything like that. But I feel like I've gotten pretty good at this credit card points game. So that's how we were able to pay for the hotel with points. Well, thanks for watching. I hope this was a fun video. This is fun for us. Highly recommend Vienna.